The real lean upside. Using lean tools to provide exceptional customer value. A 2-day Teach It Yourself workbook and workshop by Great Systems and Kevin McManus. Is lean just a buzzword, or can these tools and concepts really make a difference in your organization? To begin to form an answer to that question, you need to first consider the fact that lean thinking is not a new thing. Lean thinking and lean tools have their foundation in industrial engineering methods that were developed in the early 20th century. They were further enhanced in Japan in the 1970s and 1980s, most notably in the form of the Toyota production system. Others might add that lean thinking is not that much different than common sense thinking. The short answer to the question, however, is yes, lean tools and concepts can make a difference. The real lean upside lies in being able to leverage the second element of lean, increasing customer value. Most companies see headcount, direct labor, reduction as the main benefit to be gained with a lean initiative. My experience has been different. I found that if you focus on adding more and more value, the net gain in added growth and higher sustained profits is greater. The degree that lean tool use makes a difference is highly dependent on the degree to which lean thinking has become part of your team's, site's, or company's culture. If the 5 lean tools we cover in this 2-day workshop are merely thrown into the performance improvement toolbox and only used every once in a while, then their impact will be limited. Learn to apply lean thinking daily, and the impact can be great. If improvement tool use is built into the daily jobs of each leader and team member, significant gains can be made in fairly short order. In this workshop, we will explore ways to build lean thinking and tool use into the daily jobs of each employee, and in turn, help shift the organization towards higher levels of performance. Workshop objectives. This workbook was designed and built to help achieve 6 key objectives. During the next 2 days, we will focus on learning more about 5 key lean tools. We will also spend time exploring examples of what these tools look like and how they might be used to reduce process waste and in turn improve process performance. More importantly, we'll spend time identifying system changes that you need to make in your workplace and possibly your company to support the daily use of lean tools and to encourage the use of lean thinking. Job descriptions may need to change. Performance measures may need to be added or modified. Time will need to be spent differently at work. Compensation plan design changes may be needed. The connection between these system changes and a work culture that supports high performance will also be explored. In order to create a work culture that is focused on performance excellence, you have to change the work systems that have created and shaped the work culture that is currently in place. The goal of this workshop is to improve process and team performance, not to just learn more about new tools or learn new buzzwords. We will spend significant time in this workshop identifying next steps that you might need to take in order to begin applying what you learn in a consistent manner if you want to reduce waste and add customer value. Finally, since this workshop is exercise-driven, you will get plenty of chances to practice your team skills. 2-day workshop schedule. As we will point out later in this workbook, there are many different lean tools that can be used. The concept of lean thinking, which can be applied to any business, itself is very broad, as the 3 diagrams on page 6 reflect. This workbook is designed to focus on what many consider to be the 5 most widely used lean tools. I use these lean tools for years as a supervisor and manager, and I've also helped other leaders build lean practices into their daily work systems. By using value stream maps, scoreboards and dashboards, and visual workplace concepts daily, I helped my teams focus on what was important. These visual tools help define customer segments and their requirements, how different teams supported each other, and the degree that we were winning the race each day. The 5S lean tool is probably one of the most common tools used. Unfortunately, few companies are successful in integrating 5S concepts into their daily work behaviors. 5S teams are formed to inspect the workplace, and some things get thrown out and organized, but the workplace does not stay that way for long. The ideas in this workbook will help you avoid similar problems. The quick changeover and workplace layout lean tools are not as commonly used, but their concepts provide simple ways for making work easier. By making work easier, you help instill lean thinking as a daily work behavior. I have also included significant content on the role that leaders at all levels play in making lean thinking a daily reality. Leaders design and reinforce the systems that drive daily lean thinking. A culture is a set of beliefs and behaviors, and we want lean thinking to be part of that set. Having attempted to install improvement systems in multiple settings, I've also encountered common lean conversion barriers. While I can't help you get over or around all of them, I can give you some best practice ideas for minimizing the impact that many of them can have. Workshop format. This is not a lecture-based workshop. If it was, the probability of you remembering, let alone using, much of the information we will cover would be very low. During these 2 days, you will participate in 12 different team exercises that are each designed to follow the process shown in the flow diagram. A high level of class engagement is expected throughout the workshop. This practice-based workshop design helps you remember more because you are involved in the learning process as opposed to merely listening to someone else talk. Each exercise will require you to define how each lean tool or concept might be used. You might also be asked to identify changes that are needed in order to help support regular tool use. We will begin each of the workshop modules with an overview of the module topic. This overview will be followed by a small group exercise. After the exercise, select groups will share their work with the other groups in the room. We will close the module with a brief large group dialogue about the key findings that emerged. You should note that 50% of the training time in this workshop is spent working in small groups. This approach gives you time to learn more from others in the workshop. It also gives you an opportunity to practice your own team skills on a repeated basis. Most importantly, you get multiple chances to practice using each lean tool in an environment where performance feedback can be given quickly.